Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all well. Right, we are off to the supermarkets now this time, and this beer is probably, apart from online or where I live round pubs, is probably only available in sort of Morrison's round where I live. And what we've got is a beer from Hobson's brewery, and they're out of Cleobury, Mortimer, out of Shropshire, and we've got a bottle of the Manor, and it's a hoppy amber ale. It's coming in at 4.2% in a 500ml bottle, and this was £2 from Morrison's where I live. It's part of a 4 for 3 deal, so you know, I'm not going to say I got this one for free or got that for free. I got a beer for free, but individually you're paying £2 for this. So yeah, that's their standard branding. Seems to be that little sort of like bowler hat thing. There's the bottle cap, and I do like that, a matching bottle cap with the label. So I've had a couple of their beers, so I'm not massively, I don't know an awful lot about their stuff, but yeah, I've had a couple, and they're old school, they're traditional sort of ales. So let's stop waffling. I don't have a Hobson's glass, so we're going to bang it in this purple moose glass, who are kind of local in the area to where I live. So let's get it cracked open and see what we get. I got it out of the fridge about 20 minutes ago. Fridge, I think, is probably only set to about 5 anyway. You mini fridge. Ooh, there's a little sort of skunky stroke hoppy. A bit skunky maybe, I don't know. Let's get the rest in there. Just enough room to give her a swirl as well. So put the bottle down. Beer in a glass. There we go. Hoppy amber ale. It's looking very much sort of like golden ale sort of looking beer. Slightly hazy. Just about a finger of white on top. Let's give her a swirl. Dive in with the nose and see what we get. It's got it's probably the hoppiness, but it does have that little bit of a sort of skunky whiff in the background. But otherwise, there's sweet brown bread I'm getting on it. Crust of a bread. With a slight sweetness, yeah, real bready. Real bready. Take away that sort of skunky, sort of hoppy smell. It smells decent. So let's dive in on Hobson's The Manor Hoppy Amber Ale. Cheers. Yeah, it's it's standard, traditional, real sort of ale, if you like. Go in again. .2 body. Yes, the body is kind of light. You know, we know that's going to be like that. But it's not wishy-washy light, but it's sessionable light. It's definitely something, if this is your sort of beer, this is something you're going to be able to chug a load of. Not a massive amount of carbonation. It has got a nice mouthfeel, but there is that little bit of a, how can I put it? It sort of starts off nice in the mouth. It feels nice and soft. Feels pretty smooth. And then the carbonation comes along a little bit later on. And just, it sort of ruins it a little bit. I wouldn't say ruins it, but takes the edge off it. On the taste, it's a simple beer. You're greeted with the hoppiness, and then as it sort of goes, you know, as it's going over your palate, the hoppiness does linger. It's still there, but you get that nice sort of sweet bready malt thing coming, brown bread, which is, for me, is probably the best part of the beer. The wife's just strolled in, so any second now she'll burst in here because she doesn't know I'm doing a review. 4.2%. Yeah, I mean, no sort of feel of any alcohol really. It's got a little bit of bitterness on the back end, to be honest. Yeah, it's a nice enough standard ale really. £2. What are you going to pay for that in a pub if you got it on cask or something? You're probably going to be paying about £3.50. So to get it for £2 in a Morrison supermarket where I am, you're getting good value for money, aren't you? If you like your old school beers, you're going to like this. It's not going to set your world alight, but it tastes like it should. It drinks nice and easy, and it is really, well, you know, really, like I say, around where I am, it's cheap and it's going to be pretty accessible. So Hobson's the Manor Hoppy Amber Ale, yeah, does the job. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the most, it's not the best amber ale I've had, or it's certainly not to my taste, but it's a nice enough beer that isn't going to set your world alight, but it's sessionable. So if you see it somewhere around in Shropshire, give it a go. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.